Pace car going to pull in. Gavin is going to lead the field to the green alongside Oscar Fredriksson. Gavin is picking up the pace and we are green, green, green at Monza for the second race of the season. Let's see how turn 1 goes. Very clean so far. Oscar Fredriksson going down the inside and he gets turned around in turn 2. And that is the first car already around in turn 1. He got clipped by the 21 there. I believe that was. Oh, and there's another car going straight on there in the second chicane. Gavin seems to be okay for now, but let's have a little look further back. As everybody else seems to be doing okay at the moment. Gavin Sanders already coming around the final corner to lead lap 1, ahead of Bruno Miranda, Robert Sadler, Nick van Lieshout, Jensen de Leeuw, Hugo Akkerson, Oscar Fredriksson, who has dropped down all the way to 7th place after contact in turn 1 of course, Fabian Mass at P8, then it's Ty Richter, Marnix Heister, Daan van Hamer, Lewis Woodall, Lauren Delay, Gianni van der Kraats, Thomas Geisler, and Ashley Weaver is already out of the race. And there you can see Oscar Fredriksson pitting at the end of the first lap. You can see some front wing damage there on the left side of his wing. So he's going to get some repairs done and get back out on the track, I would assume. Thomas Geisler also in the pits, as we've got a slow car on the back straight and he's got some damage. So let's see if we can get a replay from him here. Already got some damage and he loops it again around here. So that is very unfortunate for him there. Getting some more damage and he's reached the pits. So there you can see the aerial shot. Oscar on the outside. And there's one green car on the inside there. And Oscar came into the apex a little bit there, but I think he left a little... well, I mean, it's a very close call to make, but I think he left just a little bit of room and it wasn't quite enough for the rest of the cars, and you can see the chaos behind as well, and that is probably where the retirements in Geisler and everyone else came from as well. And you can see the wheel on Thomas Geisler flapping around there, so... very unfortunate incident for the drivers there. As there's a slow car! Oh, please stay out of the way there. That was insanely close. That was Lauren Delay there. Getting back out on the track in his Red Bull car. Getting out of the way for everybody, but I'm sure that Robert needs a new pair of underwear after that, because that was quite close. At least it looked like it from the cameras on the TV, so... thankfully Robert got through that, but he was moments away from disaster there. But Bruno Miranda slowly but surely gaining time on your race leader Gavin Sanders. He's just gained 2/10 again in the last few seconds, as Robert has a little wiggle on the exit there. Bit of wheel spin as well. So the tire wear and the tire temperatures for sure starting to play a big factor in this race tonight. Both tire compounds are going to have to be used here tonight, so I'm expecting everybody else to just... oh, Robert is off! Hits the curb and he hits the barrier with the rear. That's going to be quite a hard hit, but he's got rear wing damage. Be careful here, Robert. You've got no rear wing, but otherwise your car should be fine. So if Robert can just get to the pits, it should be about half a minute to repair. There you go, he knows he has no rear wing now. Should be about half a minute to repair. So he should only lose about half a lap if he is lucky. Because Gavin is going to have to pit as well as the other cars, around him. As we just saw, we just missed, but we saw it on the timing screens. Oscar Fredriksson made a move on Daan van Hamme in the Lesmo curve, so that is an impressive place to make a move. Let's see if we can grab a replay from that. And there you go. Daan just let him by there. And Oscar is now into P6 again, as we are seeing a move for position here as well. That is the 58 getting passed by, I believe the 55 with Ty Richter. Two going side by side now through the Parabolica. Let's see who is going to win this drag race then. Across the start-finish line onto the main straight. Ty Richter on the inside then. That is Daan van Hamme and Ty Richter. I don't want to see this battle. I want to see the battle between those two. And there you go. Daan is ahead of Ty Richter into the turn 1 braking zone. So he successfully defended that pass there. Ty's going to have another look here again in a moment. Has a little look outside of the slipstream, but isn't close enough to make an outbraking maneuver. Oh, Ty almost hits him up the rear there. Just about managed to avoid him. Just about okay though, but that was another Code Brown moment for another one of the drivers here, of course. We had Robert Sadler have a little Code Brown moment as well. Ty Richter is definitely sliding that car. I didn't see things. He is really sliding. And Manix Heiser is going to take that position. And going to move himself up into P7 there. P6, sorry. But like I said, the red tie is going off now. Quite some action on the road course here tonight. And there you go. Daan van Ham is going to be the first car from the lead group to pit. Get rid of his reds and going on to the blacks, I would assume. I think he's got a hold penalty for speeding into the pits. That's why he is not moving anymore. Let's have a look in session events, if I can see what happened there. To Daan van Hamme, driver of the 58. Well, he's driving again now though, but I'm not sure what happened to him. It doesn't show a penalty, so... Very interesting. I'm just looking at the timing and scoring, because I haven't looked at that for quite a few laps right now. The gap was 1.7, 5-6 laps ago. It is 6.880 seconds now. Gavin is really picking up the pace right now. Manix goes out of the pits, onto the blacks, like we've expected most drivers to be doing. It's going to take a while to get these tyres up to temperature, especially at Monza. There you can see he is rejoining the track in clean air. Nobody is around him. So he can just do his thing, get the tires into a right operating window, and I believe in 2-3 laps get the hammer down and start pushing. As Gavin Sanders and Bruno Miranda are both pitting now as well, the two doing the exact same strategy. Gavin going to the blacks, and Bruno also going to the blacks. Yes, he is. Gavin already pulls away. Bruno is going to pull out as well. And he's going to rejoin the track behind the 58 car for sure. Might rejoin the racetrack as well behind Robert Sadler. Sorry, Oscar Fredriksson, who has stayed out. Another lap. But no, he stays ahead of him there. Has to be careful here on cold tires. Very easy to make a mistake. And I know that, because I've bottled plenty of races with cold tires. So, very easy thing to do there. To just be a little bit too aggressive on the outlap and spin the race up or something. And loop the car around and do the big Spinella. But Robert Sadler under pressure from Manix. And I want to look from the rear wing of Robert. There you go, Robert on the blacks. Manix also, Robert goes a bit wide there, and that gives the position to Manix. He moves himself up into P4. Robert is going to pit for the reds to probably have a crack at the fastest lap of the race. But Manix moving his way up into P4. Great move from Manix there. Of course, made use of that mistake that Robert made. And got the move done. Let's see if he actually goes to the reds or not. We expected Oscar to go to the reds earlier and he didn't. And indeed he does go to the reds. So he's going to have a go for fastest lap of the race. And Oscar's also on the pits there. That was a bit unexpected. But he's got no front wing on the car. So with 4 laps to go, I just quickly want to have a little look at what happened to Oscar if I can. Go through the second Lesmo onto the curbing. Nothing really there, and there's a slow car ahead. And oh no, please do not tell me that they hit each other. Yep. Wow, that is a huge incident on the back straight there. Involving Oscar Fredriksson and Lauren Delay. And that was the car that we saw towing on the straight. And Oscar's day is done, and that is... I don't know what to say. That is a huge incident there on the back straight. That is going to really hurt Oscar in the championship battle, because he didn't really have the greatest races last week as well, if I remember correctly. So that is really going to hurt him. And his day is done also. You can see some left front suspension damage on the side of his car. So he is done for today too. So that leaves us with 7 cars running on the track right now. Excuse me, 9 cars running. Gianni van der Kraats and Thomas Geist are still running as Rigden loops it into the wall, running P7 right now. He's got 4 laps though, so I'm not sure if it's going to matter if he put his car in the wall there or not, but it's not the nicest thing to do with a couple of laps to go. But Gavin Sanders starting the final lap of the race here at Monza. He's got 1 lap car ahead of him, the 58. of Dan. He's locking up a little bit into the hairpin. Gavin is going to take it easy. Dan moves out of the way without an issue for Gavin there. So no pressure whatsoever for Gavin. 5 cars on the lead lap, but to Gavin that's not really going to matter too much. Gavin Sanders dominated the night here at Monza. He's going to round the final corner and win the second race of the season. His first win of the season. There you go, he's happy. He's weaving across the line. And he makes himself a championship contender right away by getting that dub in the first race, the second race of the season. So Gavin Sanders, your race winner here tonight. Bruno Miranda takes P2, Jensen De Leeuw P3, Manis Heister P4, Fabio Massa P5. Those are the 5 cars on the lead lap. Robert Sadler P6, 1 lap down, 2 laps down. Ty Richter, Dan Verhamme is in the pits, so he's not going to pass Ty, on the racetrack, so he's going to finish P8. Gianni P9, Thomas Geisler P10, Oscar Fredrickson P11. Really unlucky there tonight. Thomas Geisler and Oscar both. Lauren Delay P12, Nick van Lieshout P13, Hugo Ackerson P14, Lewis Woodall P15, and then Ashley Weavers will just classify him as 16th place because I didn't take part in the race. I'm just a broadcaster. But yeah, great race here tonight.
Yeah, the Reds were definitely a large challenge. So we kind of knew that heading into the race. I did like the hour of practice beforehand and kind of figured out that you want to be on the primaries mainly to kind of limit mistakes and make sure that the car was controllable. But we obviously, with the tire rule, the start of the race was going to end up being on the alternates, so it was definitely scary. Kind of a lot of underdriving for the first stint, and once we got to the pit window, it was relief, that's for sure. Big shout out to VOR, Team VOR, Fat Bastard Burrito, Braden Motorsports, Alpine Stars, and Stilo. And yeah, I appreciate everybody.
Perfect. So that's going to round it off for the race winner here. Once again, congrats, Gavin, and we look forward to seeing you next week, man.
Yep, see you next week.